Hi guys, I'd like to do a little tutorial on a ballerina paper chain. I saw these last year when I went and visited one of the National Trust properties. There was a lovely lady that done paper craft, and up above around the ceilings were these beautiful ballerinas in brightly coloured different paper. I couldn't resist using some of my Edith Holden pages, some old newspaper, maps, and pretty much anything that I could lay my hands on to make these beautiful ballerinas. So hopefully you too can get some inspiration. Now I had to figure this one out, and you can use little doilies. I've got this little coffee stained doily wrapped around to make this skirt on this ballerina, and as you can see, just an old Edith Holden page. So you can pretty much work with anything that you have in your collection. What you're going to need is some way of making a template. Now I have got something to share with you, so I'm going to move this bunting away. It really is, it started out from literally seeing this hanging up around this beautiful big hall, all these lovely ballerinas. So you can see here that little chains go inside, and this looks absolutely wonderful when it is hung from the ceiling. So let's move this chain away. So it's just a little twist on a paper chain, and what you need to do is get yourself a little piece of card, and we have got something that looks very much like a coat hanger. So you can see this section here will hold the actual skirt. This is the actual head and the actual round, as if she is holding her hands together. And you've got the little point. You can do this, you could round the bottom, you could put feet on if you desire. But basically I took an egg cup. So I had an egg cup, I've got a little round bowl here, keeping it very simple. So I placed my egg cup down and drew round. Then in my collection I have got a little tool here. I've got this item, and then I drew another circle so into the centre. So basically I hand drew her head, so she's got a neck and a round circle. I basically put a mark, I run my ruler down the centre of the circle, and then that way her feet and her legs are in a nice line. I've gone, this one is approximately 6 inches from top to bottom, if you wish to know roughly the sizes, and around about 4 inches across on her hanger. So you've got your main circle. You are going to need to have a craft knife to cut round the centre. It is time consuming, but it does make a lovely result. Now as you can see, I've actually kept this in a straight line. I've actually taken the point down, but you could, if you want to, taper in to make it more of a body, where you can see my pen marks if you desire. And obviously this is approximately 1/4 of an inch here. So all in all, once you've made yourself a little template, you carry on and you get yourself some scrap paper. I'm going to run this little copy stain piece of paper here. We're just going to draw around, and by having this template it just helps. And then, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. None of my work is ever going to be perfect. I kind of like the concept that it isn't. And as you can see, I literally am drawing round. Including my finger, and it is a great way of just using up. There's no reason why you can't use magazine pages, book pages, and there we go. You can see your template, and then you carry on and cut pair of scissors, and carry on until this is all cut out. As I said, the difficult bit is literally cutting around the head. I have some very old newspaper here, and you do need a sharp blade, you do need a cutting board. Once this has all been cut out, I'm just going to roughly, I'm not going to do a head. And you can actually see possibly that there's some glitter on this paper. Well, the reason why this has got glitter on this paper is because I actually had a bath bomb of all things and actually soaked my paper in the bath bomb. I don't have any glitter mist or anything along those lines in my collection, but I did take advantage of a bath bomb and actually put a load of my paper into a tray with a few segments of a bath bomb that had been given to me. So dare I say it, the paper smells nice. And as you can see, glitter is coming off on my fingertips as well. So the weird things that I will try out, just give it a go. At the end of the day, probably the most expensive way of actually doing it, probably should purchase some glitter mist in the first place. Right, so there's that one done. And now the bowl. The bowl was literally so I could draw around and make a circle. So I've done that one pre-cut, and what I've done is folded in half. I don't know if you've ever made like Christmas decorations like this before. Just corner to corner, because what I done was added a little bit more interest by cutting out a few of the sections. Nothing too fancy. You're going to do lots and lots and lots and lots of these. You can make it as fancy as you like, I'm sure, but yet again, I'd like to keep it simple. So cut it out, open up. So we've got some holes going on, unfold, and then with my craft knife, you need to cut around about 2 inches down the centre. Actually, as I haven't got a craft mat to hand, but I don't want to cut into my tissue. There we go. So we've got, I'm going to poke through. The head. And it's going to fit on its hanger, like so. Fold back up. Now it's up to you. You could leave it as is. You can see a little feet are at the bottom here. In my case, I did just fold over and creased little ballerina skirts, like so. Get a glue stick and just stick the skirt down, add a little glue onto the corners of the skirt, and now you have a start of a finished ballerina. On the chain one that I made, you will see that I've just used sections of old maps and book pages to make the chain. And you basically will need to put the chain round through a head, and I've just gone along and made a traditional paper chain, so she hangs from a loop, and you just go along taking your scraps yet again of paper, approximately 2 chains And on the third one you're going to have a little ballerina that drops and hangs. Have a couple of chains, and that's simply taking scraps of paper again. Needs to be at least around about 6 inches. You will fold, flap, glue and hang. There we go guys, that is a simple demo on how I have been making my little ballerina paper chain today. And as you can see, I've used map pages, book pages, anything that I could find that's scrap, and some Edith Holden little sections here. Hopefully you'll have some fun. Take care guys, catch up with you soon. Bye bye.